Hello. Well, I apologize. Another slow week, and it's pretty easy Hebrew this week, or very short at least. See if you can translate that from Genesis 1:19. Uh, Vayehi erev, vayehi voker, yom revi'i. Okay. So what does it say? It says, and it was evening, and it was morning, day fourth. Okay. So let's dig into the translation a little bit more detail, not much detail here. So this is and it was, Vayehi. I will talk about the grammar on the next slide. So we see we have Vayehi twice in this sentence. The Jewish day, of course, begins at sundown, which fits the Genesis story, right? Because creation starts with darkness and ends in light. And so the day begins in darkness and ends in light. So, and it was Erev, and it was evening, a segalit, segol, and it was evening, and it was Voker, and it was morning. So, if you want to say good morning, in modern Hebrew, you say Boker Tov, morning good, which we put the adjective good before the noun, good morning. In Hebrew, they put the adjective after the noun, morning good, Boker Tov. And then Yom is the word for day, and then Revi'i is the word for fourth. That Hirik Yod on the end makes it what we call a ordinal number. So the cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. The ordinal numbers are first, second, third. So the Hirik Yod here makes it not 4, but fourth. Okay, giving away all the trade secrets today in Hebrew. So not much to speak in terms of grammar. Do you know this form by now? What is it? Well, we have a vav patak. Normally we would have doubling, but there's an obscure rule that if there's a vocal schwa under a doubled consonant, the doubling goes away. I don't know why. I'm just going at William Lasore told me. So this is and, but vav patak doubling is a converted imperfect. Which means, or a better way to put it, it's a preterite, it's a past tense, and it was, and it became. This is, it's third masculine singular. There's nothing really to tell you that, I've just memorized it. This makef is a dash, it doesn't mean anything. There's nothing done to the stem, so it's the Grundstamm, the call, QAL stem. So I would parse this as a G stem, or Grundstamm, or call stem in the older way, converted imperfect or preterite, third masculine singular from haya, which is the verb to be. Haya is a third hay verb. If we think of the core of any verb being usually being three consonants. So the three core consonants are hay, yod, and hay. A third hay verbs are usually what we call weak verbs. Well, they're weak verbs. And weak verbs are verbs where one of the three consonants kind of has a tendency to run away. Ar, ar, ar. And so the hay is gone. It's been chopped off because it's weak. You can't handle the mustard. It leaves the kitchen because it's too hot. Can't stand the heat. Anyway, so this is Vayehi. Erev, as I said, is a segalit. It means, and it was evening. Vayehi, same parsing. Voker. Now, it doesn't have a dagish to harden the sound. So instead of boker, which is what it would be at the beginning of a sentence, probably, it's voker. It's pronounced like a v in modern Hebrew as well. Okay, voker. I'm not 100% sure why there's no a dagish there, except that it's connected to the previous word, and so it's not like the dash kind of makes the sound be part of that whole complex there. So it's after a vowel, as it were, rather than at the beginning. Well, that's my attempt. Yom means day, and Ravi'i, I've already talked about that as an ordinal. Okay, we're making it through. So let me show you the letters and the vowels here. So this is Vav, Patak, Yod, that's an accent. Vocal schwa, Hey, Hirik Yod, Makef, which is not a letter, Ayin, Sagol, Resh, Sagol, Bait, also no dogish here, so it's also a v in pronunciation. Vav, patak, another accent. Yod, vocal schwa. Hey, hirik yod, makaf. Bait, cholim, kof, sagol, resh. Yod, cholim vav. Final mem, resh, vocal schwa. Bait, hirik yod. Ayin, hirik yod, and an accent. Saluk. And a sof pasuk at the end. I've already pronounced it. Vayihi erev, vayihi voker, yom revi'i. And there we have Genesis 1:19, our very short verse for this week. We finished day 4 of creation. Day 4 is where, so in day 1, God creates light, the function mainly being time, the marking of time. On day 4, God installs the functionary for light, namely the sun and the moon and the stars. And I've talked about John Walton's interpretation there a little bit already. All right. Well, Lord willing, we will see you next week on Genesis 1:20.